So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will pay one day.
What if you lived in a place where composting was a matter of life and death? For my new friend Aaron, it was. In our interview, he told me about his story of composting. He was assigned to rule Guatemala for 2 years in the Peace Corps and fell in love with soil. That's right, he is genuinely infatuated with dirt. But it wasn't always this way. The farmers in Guatemala were on the brink of starving. If their crops failed, they would go without food. Aaron explains how desperate this situation was for everyone involved. Basically, these farmers had only one option before they started composting, and it was killing their soil and their crops. They all used the subsidized and cheap soil from the government, chock full of chemicals. Aaron knew he could come up with a better system for these people, a more natural soil that was healthier and would yield better crops. This was tricky though. These farmers depended on their crops, and if Aaron's composted soil didn't deliver, they would all be in a bad situation. It worked though, and the community started composting all of their food waste and cultivating rich soil that was returned to the crops. That was all it took for Aaron. It clicked. Waste equals food. He has been perfecting this soil recipe ever since. He told me about the heaviness in his heart when he returned from Guatemala and saw Americans throwing their food waste into landfills. He couldn't stand the thought of people across the world starving while we waste this precious resource. He decided to do something about it. Aaron now works for a small local business called Waste Farmers. Waste Farmer is one of 3 composting companies in Denver. They divert thousands of pounds of food waste from landfills and turn it into soil, which they sell back to farms. Aaron fights our senseless system of agriculture and composting every single day. He is hopeful, he's excited, and it's clear from the smile on his face that he's passionate about what he does. Waste Farmers now has over 150 customers, including restaurants, bakeries, and even middle schools. Joy and love of the planet are at the center of this small business. They're rescuing food waste. From the rural countryside of Guatemala to urban Denver, Aaron is changing our world. And the best news of all? Aaron and Waste Farmers might start composting for Regis very soon, diverting over 60 gallons of food waste from a landfill every day. Composting might not be a matter of life and death for us, but it could be for someone not too far away.
Singing songs of freedom like